The education sector and its operations underwent a paradigm shift from traditional to virtual setup. In this volatile and uncertain world, every higher education institution exhausted all means to thrive and ensure that learning will continue given the various COVID-19 implications. Tarlac State University is not a stranger when it comes to resiliency, agility, and innovativeness. Among the state universities and colleges in Central Luzon, TSU is the first to open its classes in August 2020, with full support from the administration, teaching workforce, non-teaching staff, local government units, and the Commission on Higher Education. A survey was conducted in March 2020 to assess the flexible learning needs of students. The results led TSU to strengthen connections with LGUs through consultative meetings held in June 2020. With this, TSU endeavored to help not just its students, but also all Tarlacanyo students, stressing that TSU cannot live alone to assist them in this transition. As early as 2017, TSU has already subscribed to Office 365, marking its resiliency to face any challenges in the education sector. The proactive stance of the university is manifested through the institutional implementation of Office 365, established partnerships with LGUs, and surveys for students, faculty members, and support staff, guided by several memoranda from CHED, which definitely prepared TSU to open its doors virtually to students by August 2020. Staying true to the university's mission, efficient, inclusive, and quality new normal education must go on despite this pandemic. As a support to this, TSU issued the post-ECQ plan in April 2020 and guidelines for flexible learning implementation in August 2020. This included the use of TSU's 4-year-old subscription to Office 365, including Microsoft Teams, preparation of modules and learning materials, and utilization of other modalities to reach out to students. Other online learning platforms are also abounding in TSU, such as the Cisco Net Academy, CloudSwift, TSU Firefox Radio, and e-library services. Another best practice is the 3-year-old Advanced Manufacturing Training Hub of the College of Engineering and Technology, which is used both for laboratory classes and on-the-job trainings outside the physical laboratory. Aside from this, TSU also developed several web-based software which facilitate contactless transactions from university application to enrollment to viewing of grades and faculty evaluation. The AFES, or Automated Faculty Evaluation System of TSU, was even hailed as a finalist in the 2020 Government Best Practice Recognition, organized by the Development Academy of the Philippines. From the usual face-to-face activities, the university managed to prepare and guide students through online orientations, web-based career fair, and on-time virtual commencement exercises. All of this are instrumental in the new normal mode of learning. Above all, the well-being of faculty and students are also taken care of. E-counseling services are available to all TSU students, faculty members, and non-teaching staff. But where would the students be without a well-equipped teaching workforce and support staff? To ensure faculty and staff readiness, TSU provided laptops to administrative and academic council members. This is a means to encourage the TSU community to work from their own homes and minimize the risk of getting infected with the virus. Capacity-building webinars and trainings were also provided to TSU educators to enrich teaching strategies. One training was even facilitated in partnership with Microsoft. Furthermore, the university worked hand-in-hand with CHEDRO 3 for the success of the Region 3 Higher Education Bayanihan by hosting free webinars on flexible learning and internationalization, where TSU President Dr. Mirna Q. Malyari, other TSU officials, and international partners served as resource speakers. The university was even tapped to lead the thematic focal for instructions for Region 3 HEIs, as evidenced by the recently held Flashier 3 roundtable discussions. TSU is the first university visited by CHEDRO 3 and the ICT 3 for their inspection on the capacity of HEIs to conduct flexible learning. Both regional government agencies lauded TSU for being on the right track in the new normal delivery of education. With the established partnership with the DICT-3, a free Wi-Fi was installed at the Lucinda Extension campus. TSU campus's existing connectivity were also ramped up for quality university services. TSU also initiated a consultative meeting with the DICT Central Office and Internet service providers with the help of Congressman Victor Yap to voice out students' and parents' concerns regarding Internet connectivity. Aside from connectivity, gadgets and devices poured in as blessings to TSU students. Pocket Wi-Fi units and laptops were given to students by generous benefactors from De La Salle University and the TSU Alumni Association. TSU also continued its research and extension undertakings by holding virtual research conferences, boosting the Food Technology and Research Center with the help of DOST NRCP, supporting the farmers market at Barangay Balanti, and ventured into online trainings for partner communities. On top of everything, quality remains as a way of life in TSU. Despite the threat of this pandemic, initiatives and efforts on quality assurance were reaped, such as passing several program accreditations and receiving recognitions under 𝐂𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐵, surviving ISO virtual audits, preparing for institutional accreditation, and garnering the much-awaited Institutional Sustainability Assessment results. As early as January 2020, TSU issued advisories about protection against the coronavirus. This is just one of the many proactive undertakings of the university when the virus started to plague the country. Until today, TSU is consistent in enforcing health and safety protocols to contain the spread of the virus, which went as far as ferrying employees to and from work using the university's vehicles. In addition, the TSU community's ingenuity and heart for volunteerism and public service ensued amid this pandemic. Efforts were exerted to extend help to frontliners and indigents in Tarlac, such as the distribution of food packs, cloth face masks, 3D printed face shields, and alcohol-based sanitizers. The fourth thrust of Tarlac State University: instruction, research, extension, and production, wholeheartedly adapted to the new normal. As a whole, this is TSU, the smart university that ensures quality and equitable education for the Filipino youth. Guided by the Region 3 HEI's battle cry, sama-sama, tulong-tulong sa panahon ng pandemya, walang iwanan sa mataas na antas ng edukasyon sa Rehiyon 3.